So Apple just released their iPhone 15 series, their flagship device. So we had the 15 Pro, the 15, the 15 Pro Max. And on today's episode, we're going to be talking about should we consider getting the 15 series or we should keep using devices we've been using for a while now. So firstly, these are all my opinion. You shouldn't get the iPhone 15 because you've not technically used your current device to its max efficiency. For instance, now this video I'm recording is on the iPhone XR. From the XR to the 15, that's like 5 years gap or more. I've used this phone to a very good extent, to which I know even if I'm getting an upgrade, it will not just be a leap from iPhone XR to the iPhone 15. That would be too much. So you should get something higher. And that's because most of us as iPhone users, or most individuals, they get the coming up series just because they want to have this sense of belonging. So iPhone is very good at one thing, and that is creating a community and an ecosystem that makes user, the customer, feel very neglected when they don't get new iPhone. So before you consider grading, think about it. Have you used your current device to its max efficiency? If you've not, then you shouldn't get the iPhone 15 series. Secondly, the iPhone 15 series have just made improvement, or Apple in itself have made improvement on the iPhone 15 series, very slightly things that have been in existence in the Android phares. For instance, one of the major indicators that Apple announced was the Type-C that is going to be in the 15 series. Now, Type-C has been existing for over 5 years in the Android space. From Samsung was one of the first people that started using the Type-C model. And then they are bringing it now after a long while. And that's not enough reason to completely dump all your device. For instance, if you get the iPhone 15 series now, you need to get that one cord, or it comes with the cord for your 15 series, and then other devices like your AirPods, your smartwatch, your tab will still be using the Lightning. You get? So because they'll still be using the Lightning, you have to carry the Lightning and then also carry the iPhone 15 series charger separately to charge different devices, and that's a lot of troubles for you to just have one device that is new, that the difference is not that much, because Android devices have been existing for a long time and they've made greater improvements, and then Apple is now making it look like if you don't get this new thing, you are lacking behind. That's the second reason why I feel you shouldn't get the iPhone 15 series first. The change of cord is just less significant compared to what you actually would be getting if you wait a little bit longer. Now, thirdly, you don't need the iPhone 15 series except you're a tech reviewer, except you're a mobile filmmaker, or except you're a web developer on the mobile device. Like, why should you get it? There are three major things that Apple has announced to be the major improvement. Firstly, the A17 Pro, which is the new chip they are saying is going to be higher, the Type-C, and then the camera improvements. And these things are majorly noticed by the tech reviewers, like people that use their phone to the max. A lot of average iPhone users don't experience differences with their devices when there is an upgrade. But the good thing about it is that, or why you should keep using your phone, is that Apple gives you room for larger software updates and support. So even up to 5 years, if you're using your iPhone, the 5 years old iPhones from the 11 to the X to the 12 and even the 13, you can still support the newer software updates on the 15 on those older devices. So that's a good thing, and that's also a room for you not to upgrade yet. So you should have to make that other phone obsolete to a point where when you're upgrading, the difference will be very, very, very significant. Now, the honest truth about Apple devices is that Apple have been a very great medium for communication. They've brought out luxury, and that's one of their greatest strengths. Apple gives you that feeling that you are living a luxury life, even if it's going to be at the detriment of being broke, or you still would feel like you are living on top of the world. So before you actually upgrade, think about it. Have I used my current device to its max efficiency? Secondly, do I want it or do I need it? Is this something that's going to really, really cause a greater improvement to my self-development, to my productivity, and even to my life in general? And thirdly, is it within my budget? Now the Apple devices are starting up from like $899 to close to $2,000. And for third world countries which have good usage or you good buyer of the Apple devices, I'm not sure that's something you should actually consider, because there are older devices that you could use that you would still enjoy most of the differences or most of the new updates, hardware updates in the iPhone 15 series. And then also the smartwatch. Smartwatch has been existing for a long time, and Apple have been improving theirs, which is something I would consider getting at some point, just for the sake of sport and then heart beat rate, blood pressure, and so on. But the truth is, that is not a significant difference that would make me go and spend up to $300 to $500 getting a smartwatch. Now, the thirdly, and for me personally, is the new AirPods. Now, Apple says the new AirPods are going to be coming up with Type C, right? That makes you have two devices with Type C. But now, your previous devices will still be on Lightning. So, MKBHD was saying for you to really enjoy the Apple newer devices, definitely you have to get the whole ecosystem completely. And trust me, that's going to cost you a lot of money. If you're not a tech reviewer, you are not a mobile filmmaker to spend that kind of money. So the device you're using now, wait, use it efficiently to its max, and then give the updates a while before you can get newer devices. My name is Gift, and this is my own opinion on why you should consider, or what you should consider before you get the iPhone 15 series. It's really expensive. The differences are not that significant for an average user, and trust me, it's not a rat chase. Relax and enjoy your device. So in conclusion, the iPhone 15 series are just amazing group of devices, but trust me, before you make your decision of upgrading, think about it and then make plans to consider your budget, evaluate your longevity, support the upgrade, and a lot of things before you can actually make the upgrade. At the end of the day, it still boils down to what you want and what you need and your own personal decision. Like always, my name is Gift, and I'll see you in the next one.